Okay, guys. So good evening. Let's begin the session now. I hope everyone am audible. So, guys. So till today we have seen the Azure data engineering, and even we have seen how exactly the data we get it, and what is the sources of getting the data, etc. So I'll just brush it up once, guys, before we move further on the process. Everyone. So, guys, I'm starting up with the. Okay, guys, so I'll just brush it up once and then we'll move with the subject as per the discussion. We'll start the ADF today, okay? So Azure Data Engineering, everyone. So Azure Data Engineering is nothing but, guys, everyone, it's a bunch of cloud services. It is the bunch of cloud services. Guys, everyone, it's a bunch of cloud services. Azure Data Engineering, it is a bunch of cloud services, guys. As we know, as this is the bunch of cloud services, which is included which includes the following cloud services in it, guys. What are those? The first one we can say it here as what, guys, everyone, which we call it as a ADF. Sorry, we call it as a ADF, which stands for what, guys? Azure Data Factory. And then we have the next service here. We call it as what, guys, everyone? ADB, which stand for the Azure Databricks, guys. And then we have the next one called, what is it? Synapse. And then we have the next one here as what, guys? AI. So these all are the services we have it here, guys, everyone. These all are the services which is included in our course curriculum, where we can say, what's it, guys? ADF, ADB, Synapse, and AI. These are the things which we cover it here. Okay. So,
Uh,
guys, yeah, please.
Swamiji, fabric would be included here. Fabric,
Pardon me.
fabric.
Fabric. The introduction I'll give you about the fabric, how the application is used on this.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, anyways, so apart from this, guys, the next one we have it here as what? Apart from the cloud services, so using these cloud services, we can perform the following task that we can say, guys: migration, data migration, comma. Then we have the data integration.
Yeah. Data summarization
Exactly. We have the data summarization.
and data visualization.
Exactly. Summarization, and then we have the data visualization. So, guys, as we know, we can perform the following task using these, okay, cloud services, guys. Okay. So the following are the cloud services, or the following are the tasks we can use. We can perform it by using the bunch of cloud services. Those cloud services are the ADF, ADB, Synapse, and the AI. Okay, guys. Then apart from this, guys, we have also seen the data, how the data starts. So as we know that data is nothing but the source of data is nothing but information. As we know, everyone, data is nothing but what, guys? Information. And information we get it from the source of information, and the information we get it from the source of information. So, guys, what is the source of information we can have? We can get the data from the following sources. We can say social networking sites, and then we can also say, guys, we can get the data from the banking applications. We can also get the data from the what is it, guys? Human generated or machine generated data. Human generated and the machine generated data. Human generated data and machine generated data. And then we have the next one as what, guys? We can say it as what is it, guys? Data generated by the IoT sensors. Okay, guys, the data generated by the IoT sensors. And then we have the next one as what is it, guys? We can also have the very major important uh, point which we forgot to discuss yesterday, that is called as live streaming process. We can get the data from the live streaming process. Live streaming means what, guys? Live streaming is nothing but the data or the place from where we get the continuous data, such as you have the stock market is there, guys. Stock market, am I right? Stock market, we can say that stock market, where the data keeps on radiating, that is changing. It comes up, goes down, etc., etc. Okay, so in the same way, we have what's that, guys? Stock market data is there. Then apart from this, we also have what is that, guys? Live cricket match. Live cricket match. Live cricket match, guys. Okay, live cricket match. So live cricket match is also what, where you get the data in the live form, guys. Okay, where we get the data in the live form. Okay, that is nothing but every minute, whenever a ball comes or everything, that some activity happens, the data is recorded here. That is called as live streaming process. So this is also one of the major uh, thing we can say right now into the cloud, guys. Without that, nothing is possible anyways. Okay, without that, nothing is possible, guys. So here we require the following. In the same way, guys, the next one, apart from this, guys, we can say types of data. As already we have discussed the types of data, I'm just brushing up. Types of data. The data are of the following types, guys. We can say the first one, as we know, it is called as what, guys? Structured data. And the second one, we can say it as what, guys? Everyone?
Semi-structured.
Exactly, the semi-structured data, guys. And then the third one is called as what?
Unstructured.
Unstructured, exactly. So these are all the forms of data we can have it, guys. Structured means we all know that the structured data is nothing but the data which is recorded in the form of a table, guys. In the form of a table. That is in the form of what, guys? Table is nothing but it is in the form of what? Exactly. That is called as what? Rows and columns. In the same way, you have semi-structured. The semi-structured data is nothing but, guys, where you have the data in the form of what? JSON files.
JSON files, HTML files.
HTML files, exactly. And then we have the XML files.
XML files.
Etc. etc. We have it. Then apart from this, you have the unstructured. Unstructured means what? There is no structure for the data.
Photos, videos.
Exactly. Photos, videos, chat history, voice notes, all this comes under the unstructured database. But here, the unstructured data, when you talk about the Azure, where does the data will be recorded in Azure, guys? The data, whatever the data we get it from the external source, where do we record it in the Azure? So the data within the Azure will be recorded or stored in the form of what is it, guys? Azure storages. Azure storages. So without that, okay, guys, very important one. These Azure storages are common for all, guys. What is it common for all? Whether we use the ADF as a service, whether we use the ADB as a service, or you use the Synapse as a service, guys, or you use AI as a service, these storages are common for all. So we will see the Azure storages. So guys, we altogether, we have around, it is recorded as what is it? 99 storages. How many? 99 storages we have it, guys, in the Azure. So we can say what's it, guys? 99 storages. 99 plus storages you have it. How many? 99 plus storages you have it, guys, everyone. Okay, 99 plus storages. 99 plus storages. You have what's it? 99 plus storages, you can say. And the first type of storage is called as what, guys? Azure blob storage. And the second one we can say, guys, Azure blob storage. What is blob storage? Blob stands for binary large object, guys. It's a very basic storage in the Azure. Okay, it's a very basic storage in the Azure. Sorry, it is very basic storage in the Azure where the data will be recorded in the form of what is it, guys? In like whether you have any kind of data. That means you can say whether you have a structured data is there, whether you have a structured data, or you can say you have a semi-structured data, or you can say, guys, unstructured data. Any data can be recorded into the Azure blob storage. Okay, guys. But this is called as what, guys? Limited storage. Limited storage. It is called as what? Limited storage. Why limited storage? Here you can store the data up to only, guys, 500 TB, but not exceeding the same. 500 terabyte. But if you have the data more than 500 terabyte, how to store it? You definitely will have now data more than 5 terabyte in the real time. So where do you store it? For that, we use it as what, guys? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So the Azure has introduced one more storage that is called as what? Azure Data Lake Gen 2, guys. The Azure has introduced one more storage that is called as what, guys? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. We have what's it, guys? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So we can say the Azure Data Lake Gen 2, everyone. The Azure Data Lake Gen 2 can also store all, guys. Structured data it can store, semi-structured data it can store, and it can also store the unstructured data. But here, what is that you have it, guys? It is called as what? Unlimited storage. It is called as what? Unlimited storage. That means you can store the data up to whatever the limit you want. There is no basically limit. Up to whatever the extent you want, you can store the data. There is no restriction for the same. Okay. The data is nothing but data is recorded in the form of what? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So guys, basically the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 is a very, very important storage where in the future, where in the coming sessions, the whole thing will be dependent on Azure Data Lake Gen 2 because the data lakes are developed based on the Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Workspaces in the Databricks will be developed on the Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So Azure Data Lake Gen 2 occupies a very vital role because of its two features. Because of its two features. What is the two features, guys? The first feature is called as what? Unlimited storage. Because there is no limit here for storing the data, everyone. Because there is no limit for storing the data, guys, everyone. So it is one of the best feature where a storage can have unlimited storage. The next one is what? It stores the data in a DFS format. DFS format means what, guys? Distributed file format. Distributed file format. So as of now, at this point of time, as I don't want to confuse you, I'll just give a simple example. Suppose there is an Excel file is there, everyone. Excel file. Your Excel file. And here, guys, the Excel file consisting of how much data here? 1000 lines data is there. 1000 lines. That means 1000 rows data is there. Now tell me the 1000 lines data, guys, everyone, 1000 lines data, everyone, the 1000 lines data, or else I'll take a very simple example. There is 100 kg of a rice bag stored, kept in a ground floor, guys. There is 100 kgs of rice bag kept in a ground floor. Can you alone carry that 100 kgs back to the second floor, guys? Please tell me.
No.
Not possible now. But if the same 100 kg bag is divided into 4 different bags, 25 kgs, 25 kgs, 25 kgs, and 25 kgs, can you carry it alone?
Yes.
Obviously, 25 kgs we can lift it as a normal human. Am I right? Whereas here also the same thing. If the data is very heavy, processing of the data, transferring of the data from one source to the another source will take much time. To cut short that time, the data is divided into what, guys? Distributed file format. That means the same file is divided into 4 different files. That means here, can you say the 1000 lines Excel sheet is divided into 4 Excel sheets. Excel sheet 1, Excel sheet 1. Then you have what's it, guys? Excel sheet 2, Excel sheet 1, Excel sheet 2, Excel sheet 3, Excel sheet 4. Each sheet will be allocated how much data here, guys? 250 lines of data. 250, 250, 250, 250. Now the carrying of the file will be more easier. So internally, the data will be divided in the form of DFS format. This is called as DFS actually. But we will learn more about this DFS format in detail once we get into the subject, guys. So as I have now, this is the one you can say the DFS format is the name, but this is the format we can say it as what, guys? DFS format. What is it called as? Distributed file format. Distributed file format. In the same way, guys, the next one you have it as what, everyone? The third storage is called as what? Azure SQL DB or Azure SQL database. That means you can create an SQL database onto the cloud with a name called what? Azure SQL database, guys. You can create a what is that, guys? You can create, everyone, you can create, what is that, guys, everyone? You can create the SQL database onto the cloud, which is called as what? Azure SQL database, guys. Which is called as what? Azure SQL database. Which is called as what? Azure SQL database, guys. Which is called as what? Azure SQL database. Which is called as what? Azure SQL database. Wherein, can you hear? Wherein the Azure SQL database is nothing but all the SQL, guys, all the SQL related, the queries you can process it, guys, the SQL related queries you can process it, everything normal, the same which we use it on the the same which we use it on the on premises, the same can be used it in the cloud. So hence we can say it is called as Azure SQL database. So but here Azure SQL database can store only structured data. No other type of data is stored here or supported because of the rules. We the RDBMS rules. RDBMS. What is it? You have it, guys. RDBMS. Because of the rules called what? RDBMS rules. That is called as Relational Database Management System. I think all of you might be aware of it. If not, I'll just touch you up once we get into the subject here. Okay, guys. And the next one you have it as what, guys? The fourth type of storage, that is called as what? Azure, guys, everyone. We can say what's it, guys? Azure Synapse Analytics. That means this is called as a data warehouse of Azure, guys. It is called as what? Data warehouse of Azure. What is it? Data warehouse of Azure, wherein every cloud has a data warehouse, guys. Like you have AWS data warehouse is what, guys? AWS data warehouse is what, guys? It is called as Redshift. GCP data warehouse is what, guys? BigQuery. Likewise, the Azure Synapse Analytics is the data warehouse of Azure, guys. Data warehouse of Azure. Okay. So in the same way, we have the fifth storage that we can say, guys, Azure Synapse is done and Azure SQL database is done, Azure Data Lake, and then you have what, guys? Azure Virtual Machine. Azure Virtual Machine. Azure Virtual Machine. So that means what, guys? We can design a virtual machine, that is parallel system. You can design it, okay, on the on-premises system as well as on the file system as well. We can use it here, okay. That is called as what? Azure Virtual Machine, guys. Okay, guys. So that's the one you have it, everyone. So then apart, yeah, please.
Data warehouse, actually, it holds structured data, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the next one, you can also say, guys, you have what's it, guys? Azure Cosmos DB. Cosmos DB. Cosmos DB is called as what, guys? It is called as the, everyone, Cosmos DB. Azure Cosmos DB. So what do you mean Azure Cosmos DB, guys? Cosmos DB is called as what, guys? No SQL database. It is called as what? No SQL database. It is called as what? No SQL database. That means what? There will be no SQL on the database, guys. There will be no SQL on the database. That is called as what? No SQL database. Okay. When there is no SQL means what, guys? We can store there will be no RDBMS rules. And when there is no RDBMS rules means, guys, we can store various type of data. What is that various type of data, guys? We can store the structured and the semi-structured. Unstructured is not supported here. We can store what's it, guys? Structured and the semi-structured. So you can say, guys, structured data, we can store it here. And then we can also say that we can also store the semi-structured, but not the unstructured. So we can store the structured and the semi-structured, structured and the semi-structured. So both type of data we can store it here, guys. Both type of data we can store it here. That is called as what? Azure Cosmos DB. In the same way, you have one more database is also there, guys, that we can say. Okay. Azure, guys, Azure MongoDB. MongoDB. That is called as Mongo database, guys. So Mongo database also we can use it here with no SQL feature. With a no SQL feature, guys. With a no SQL feature, we can use it here. No SQL feature. So then we can see no SQL database. And when there is no SQL database, guys, we can store the data in the structured and as well as a semi-structured. No changes and no issues on the same, guys. So this is the thing we have it, everyone. Okay. So guys, this is the one you have it, guys. So we have many more storages are there, but these are the some of the storages. Now, guys, the next one, how to start with the process here today. That means what? How to start with the process. So let us try to see it the process. That means how to start with the Azure. So guys, first of all, log in here, everyone, to the azure.com. Log into the azure.com. Azure.com. This is the web page, guys, wherein you have to use it, everyone. Azure.com. This is the web page. You have it, azure.com. Okay, everyone, just type the azure.com and then get it registered. That is nothing but for registration, it will ask you your name, your PAN card, your okay, PAN card details, business details, or you wanted to create it for what? For practice purpose, etc. You, it will ask you for the basic information that you will have to provide it, guys. And once that is same is done, it will, you need to mention your debit or credit card details as well, but it will not charge you unless until without information it won't charge you. Once you authorize only it will charge you. So initially it will charge you only 2 rupees, guys, but later on basically for the within 8 days you will get this 2 rupees back in your credited in your account, because the total subscription is free. For the first 1 month you will get it, the whether you use the ADF or ADB, the first 1 month the whole thing will be free, guys. And from the second month onwards, you will have to go with the pay as you go model. Pay as you go model, we have to go with the pay as you go model. By paying some cost you have to go, guys. You have to pay some cost and go. And if you're using it for this practice purpose, the pay as you go model, that will also not charge you more, guys. Okay, it will be in the limited extent only. It will be a limited extent. Okay, it will be on the limited extent only, not much. So this is the one you have it, that is called as what? Azure, guys. That is called as what? Azure. We have the azure.com. So the finally it will reroute you back to the portal.azure.com. Now, guys, we'll start the practicals on this. Okay, so I'm starting up the practicals. So I'll share you this one, guys, everyone. So everyone, just have a look on this. I'm sharing you the screen once again. So here you can just type it here, portal.azure.com, guys, or else you can use azure.com first of all. Once you use the azure.com, guys, everyone, so it will ask you for the get started. Can you share? Get started with Azure or explore Azure AI Foundry. So anyways, I want the Azure, get started with Azure. Click on this, guys. I don't want the AI Foundry. So, and it will ask you whether you want to go with the pay as you go model or the free model. So I will say free, because initially free will also give you all features, because till the time you get the free, you will be okay, not having any issue. So try to use the free subscription here. So once you have used the free subscription, guys, everyone, once you have used the free subscription, okay, once you use the free subscription, so here mine is already registered. So hence it's asking me to verify my mail ID to identify. If I identify, it will re-log in again. So if not, anyways, I don't want this, because already I'm already registered here. Everything is there. Once I enter the password, directly it will reroute me back to the page. Can you see here? So I'm just taking you to which page it will drive. So finally, it will drive you back to this page. That is called as portal.azure.com. This is the final page, guys. So guys, you can use it here. This is the portal.azure.com, guys. Here you have at portal.azure.com. Here you have what's it, guys? Portal.azure.com. So here we can start working on this. Okay. Finally, this is the final page, guys. Portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. Everyone, this is the portal.azure.com, guys. Here you have it. So we can start with this. Now, guys, I will show you first of all storages, how the storages appear. Can you see here, guys? I am selecting it here. Click on the more services. This is the page where we are going to work the whole session, guys. Click on the more services. See, these are all the storages you have it. As I told you, you have how many storages? 90 plus storages. Now, see here, some of the storages. Can you see? I can see databases. How many databases you have it? Container storages are 11. Database storages are 17. Means what, guys? Totally it is 33 now, everyone. Huh? 17, 18, 18. Yeah. Totally, you have what's it, guys? 11 plus 17, 18, 28, I think so. Okay. And then you have what's it, guys? The next one. Yeah, many storages are there. Need not worry. Yeah, this is also storage, 17 storages. Okay, guys, 28 plus 17 again. 28 plus 17 storages you have it. Okay. So again, the next one is what? Huh? Likewise, you have database storages will also be there. So almost all, if you calculate some or the other, it will cross 90 plus, guys. Definitely it will cross. Okay. So IoT also has some storages. So in this way, you can work on this. Okay. So we have altogether how many? 90 plus storages. Okay. So these are all the storages we can say it here, guys. Okay. These are all the storages, 17, all this, etc. Okay. These are all the storages we can say. So finally, guys, this is the page we are going to work. That is called as portal.azure.com. It is called as portal.azure.com. Now, if you want to start the service called ADF, just use the ADF. ADF, I'm typing it here. Huh? So it says what's it, guys? ADF or data factory. I'll use it as data factory. So here it says data factory. See here. See here, everyone. The data factory is there or not? In the same way, I want to use the Databricks. Databricks is also there. So data factory, Databricks, and then you want Synapse. Synapse is also there. See, Azure Synapse Analytics. And then in the same way, if you want the AI search, can you see here? You have the AI search is also there. So these are all the services we are going to use it here. As I told you, virtual machines now. This is the virtual machine you can create it. Okay, Logic app is another app you have it. Okay. So you can say virtual machines. So many services. So I'm using it very frequently. That's the reason it's appearing on the top. For you, it may not appear, but first time when you use it, normally we can use it here, guys. Okay. Mine is a pay-as-you-go model. This is a pay-as-you-go model. I'm using it right now. That's the thing you have it here, guys. That's it. And that's it, guys, for this. And apart from this, guys, the next one, we will continue the next part of from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow onwards, same standard timing is 8 o'clock, guys. 8 p.m. will be the standard timing for the class session for the ADF. And ADB, we will start at 9 p.m., guys. Okay. Parallelly, you will have the sessions ADB and ADF. Why? Because the content is very vast here. I wanted to cover it up within 45 days. That's the thing you have it. Nothing else. If we continue first ADF, it will take 30 days. Then again ADB, it will take 30 to 30 sessions. Then again Synapse project, all this will take some time. So I don't want to prolong this. I want to close it up at the earliest so that you can move towards the uh, attending the interview calls, etc., for getting a better opportunities rather than wasting the things, wasting your time on this. That's the reason I have planned this way. And from tomorrow onwards, we will have the standard session at 8 p.m. guys, starting at the same. And from tomorrow onwards, it will be a paid link, guys. So you will have to register yourself by paying the money. Okay. So for that, even for you can have my YouTube channel, as already I told you. Most of you might have seen it, but still I'm just giving you my YouTube channel. It is Cloud Innovatives is my YouTube channel. And the detailed contents brochure, you can see it here on the. This is my own platform, guys. Apart from the DurgaSoft, this is my own platform. So if you want, okay, the same thing, you'll have it here. The cloudinnovatives.com is my webpage, and the Cloud Innovatives is the YouTube channel. I have it. And this is my direct number. If you're calling from out of India, you can just add +91. So I'm using it. This is my direct number. If you're okay, you can call me, guys, anytime. So for any queries, this thing you can have it. So once these things are done, guys, we will start with we will create the group, WhatsApp group, so that in the daily updates we will be posting it in the group itself. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, it will be a paid link, guys. That's it. Any other questions if you have, you can ask me, please. Yes, ma. Any questions if you have, you can ask me, please. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you everyone for the session. And okay, please call me if you feel comfortable. If you want to talk something, you can just call me directly. Okay. Thank you. I'm ending the session today. Bye.